Hey guys, welcome back to our Spyro the Dragon Reignited Edition commentary.
The adventure continues.
Yes.
Welcome back to Spyro, the first one.
Exactly, the first one.
The first one.
Welcome back to Spyro, the fangirlisming.
because of
On today's episode of Celebrity Deathmatch between Earthquake and Pie-Mania, the prize up at stake is the love and attention of 70-plus dragons.
Oh, I am so on.
I thought it was 80 plus.
Correction, 70-plus dragon husbandos.
Yeah!
Fair enough.
Can a dragon defeat a bunny demon? Tune in this Sunday to find out.
Ha.
I forget I'm a bunny demon. I forget. I'm the smallest of demons.
Even I
Anyway,
forget.
you were
even
saying,
she-
if you're saying, Logan?
I was saying, yeah, even Pi forgets what she is. I was gonna say
I changed so much.
the other thing we just mentioned was that so yeah, these games once again function on a life count, and for any enemy that has respawned and you've already collected the gem from them, they'll instead drop these little orbs that if you collect a full, like, it must be like 18 or 20
Chickens!
A full circle of them.
yeah,
Fried
you'll
chicken.
get one life. Or, as it seems like right there, I don't know what it is, I think it's every 5 or every 10, but every so often a fodder will actually drop a special blue butterfly that will just give you a life and fully recharge sparks. I don't know what the pattern of it is.
Yeah, so honestly, it does pay off to kill almost every fodder you see.
Yay!
Hey, Mills.
Well, this guy.
Oh, he's a sculptor.
Hey, sculpted Spyro.
With the color work, maybe this is Glee's father.
I could have sworn he had an art at stole in the original version.
I mean, easel?
Oop! Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh no!
Oh, no!
No!
He broke his pottery.
Oh no!
You know, I never knew Glee's Dragon Daddy had that long of a mustache.
Damn.
But yeah, I was about to say, I could have sworn that's what he had in the original, as opposed to, like, a sculptor set.
These poor bulls. This actually
Yeah.
reminds me, was that Ferdinand movie any good?
No.
It was a thing. That's about all I hear.
Oh, I should probably turn off my fan, I had it on in the background.
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
Cool movie.
Oh, it was meh. Really meh. Just,
Read the book.
like the animation was fine,
Yep.
nice and colorful, but everything else about it was just really mediocre. Oh wow!
He cooked the cake just for us.
Just to date this a little bit. My birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks.
Mine's literally gonna be in a week, in like a week from now.
Oh, dang.
Mine's exactly 1 month from now.
Yay!
Jen?
Bye.
What I love, well, first off, mine was precisely a month ago, and second off, I now remember James's because
I love
it's
this.
of all. Oh yeah.
It looked...
Thank you.
Oh, it did. I always thought that looked funnier in the original, where like his animals, he's like jumping up like, ooh, just running away.
But no,
Yeah.
this time he's like, Drago, Drago.
Ole!
Aww.
Whatever the Spanish word is for dragon, I don't know.
I think
Let me
it's
look that up.
Later.
I have my
Back-
phone
back
on
to
me,
you, Hyde.
so...
back to
I
you.
was just saying, since we were talking about birthdays, I find it amusing that, like, now one way I can remember when James's birthday is that it's the exact same day that Nitrofield is run out.
Yeah, what funny
Hey,
timing.
Alvar.
Ooh,
Oh.
that was a good
Oh
guy.
wow! He's a rotisserie cook.
It's literally just El Dragon, or El Monstro.
I just now noticed this detail. He carries some of his food and stuff on his
Yeah, I
tail.
know.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm getting a little winded.
Ooh.
So nice, so expressive. I
Hey,
love it. Off you
You're
go.
in my way.
It's a bull butt.
Do you mind? You can actually flame them and like knock them back on the ground, but I don't think you get anything. It's just for show.
If you charge into all the bulls without flaming them, you do get a skill point.
Oh, so
Oh,
you're basically
right.
you're basically leaving them intact to get the skill point.
Yeah, I
Oh.
figure why not, because it's like one of the few skill points I remember.
Do
Huh,
they ever
careful.
like find a way to get incapacitated like that?
No. Nah, they're stuck
You
forever.
can't flame them. You can't flame
Get 'em.
them after you charge into them if you want.
No, I
to.
mean like when they're stuck on the ground, will they eventually like able to get themselves?
Oh
right
no,
out?
no, no! They're stuck forever.
Yep. Also nice. As you notice back there, this game in particular, all these games, they really do reward gliding almost everywhere and going as far as like they did such a good job of like maximizing as much as they could cram into these otherwise smaller levels, but they make use of the space.
Only downside about this is that, considering this is still Spyro 1, we do not have the glorious hover ability yet.
Aww.
I know. I kept
Yeah.
I kept messing myself up thinking I had that.
Yeah, I mean, considering I've mostly played Spyro 1, I can get
Oh.
used to that. But otherwise, like, well, you don't have to be stuck there for long.
And now he's gonna roast the rest of them.
Yes.
Put them out of their misery.
Yes.
Oh, fun fact to learn about those fan chests, James.
Yeah?
When the fans flies off of the chest, that can actually hit and kill things.
Wow.
Huh.
Oh, look, we rescued
This guy's
Thor.
Thor.
Thank you for releasing me.
Oh,
He's Thor?
You can
Well,
all
it
hurts.
your progress.
Oh yeah, another thing for the Reignited Trilogy. Some of these dragons used to, in the original, all they said was, "Thank you for releasing me." Though a couple of them actually do have added dialogue this time around. Like with Thor here, he actually tells you about your little book that you have in your pause menu that lets you check your status.
Huh.
Some
That's
of them
fair,
will,
yeah.
some of
fair.
them will. I was about to say some of them do still retain the whole "thank you for releasing me," but some of them do have like variations. Some of them will be like "thank you for rescuing me," or basically synonyms.
Oh yeah,
If it means anything else, like I think all the dragons are voiced by separate actors, or if not separate actors, they just give them completely different portrayals. It's not the same voice
it's-
clip repeated like left and right.
Oh yeah, no, they did. They knew. I think they knew how much of a head groaner it was from the original. They did all their best to like make it varied.
Oh yeah.
I will say though, it is kind of a shame though that some of the dragons like that do end up just saying "thank you for releasing me." They have such really cool designs, but that's all they ever say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flight.
But, still, I mean, they still have that personality going for them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we're entering flight level.
I mean, honestly, now that we have the Spyro Reignited Trilogy as like a base point for like how the dragons are designed, it just makes you want. Like, honestly, that's already fuel for all the fanfic writers.
Oh yeah.
Like, just
Yes.
to give all the do so much more with these dragon daddies.
Let me go on to archive of our own.
Are we gonna?
Okay,
go
so
ahead. Yeah, go ahead for
now
flight
we got our
stages.
first flight level. Now the funny thing is, in the original game, it wasn't immediately obvious that you could step on those little stepping stones down in the Artisan's Home world and activate the door that leads to this place. You actually get a hint on this, like in the third world, I believe, that you can do that, and I think they expect you to do this flight level later on in your playthrough, and it definitely shows because this is definitely definitely one of the harder ones.
It can trip you up if you're not prepared. The second one I think is much easier.
Also,
Yes.
do not hit the water. That's an instant, not so much game over, but it will instantly make you redo everything.
Oh yeah, we should
Yeah.
mention. Yeah, we should mention that. I don't think it's not until Spyro 2, but in Spyro 1, any and all water is not good for us.
Right. This is
Yeah.
before the dragons learned how to swim.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it's pretty much the same logic as Rayman. Like in the first one, he could not swim at all. He just drowned immediately.
Yeah.
In the first
Right.
one, he could swim, but not really breathe. In the fourth one, he could swim much more efficiently.
And even much more efficiently in Origins and Legends, but
Honestly, those water levels are among my favorite water levels.
I am back from the dead.
Welcome back.
anyway, one detail that I do love, like, you should stay out of the water, but what I love is that if you do accidentally hit the water, it's not like he just drowns. Instead, he just kind of like, he lands and then just does an oh shucks motion.
Nuts.
Does like a little splash.
Yeah, that's cute.
Oh, I guess we should also mention. I think Jordy, perhaps Sealy too, at some point were wanting to join us for this trilogy. Just on the day we're doing this, it's kind of a busier day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say it's more than likely we'll have them back either sometime in the middle of Spiral 1 or...
Oh.
Oops.
Oh,
Slam into the wall.
Oh.
what was
Yeah.
that?
Okay.
So yeah, we don't need to see the aftermath of that. Anyway, what was I about to say?
It just
And
cuts
so I
back.
would
It just
say-
it just cuts back to this loading screen, and Spyro has a broken horn, a cast, and is like, on day 36, I have learned that I should. Anyway, back to you, James.
It's all right. I just imagine he's pretty much bruised and battered everywhere except his wings. That's why he can still fly as well as
Yep.
he does. But anyway, as far as Jordy and Seely's availability is concerned, I would say like at the very least expect to see them roughly around maybe the halfway point or once we start in Spyro 2, whenever that happens.
We are,
Oh,
because
hello
yeah,
there.
we definitely plan on doing.
Spyro.
Oh, you can replay them all. Hey, Zoe.
And this is probably one of the only times I'll actually do this because Argus has something new to say now that we've met our quota.
Oh, really?
Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
By the way, are you ever going to finish that watermelon?
Much watermelon.
I didn't know he could do that. I didn't know he had different dialogues. All right,
I was gonna quote the Cave of Wonders. Who disturbs my slumber?
yeah.
Oh, wait till later, Gwen. We actually meet up with 3 of these things.
Oh,
Oh really?
So,
Yeah.
so the bosses, in Spyro 1 in particular are a little unique in that in Spyro 2 and 3 they have their own, designated here, fight them right now in this arena. Bosses in Spyro 1 are more like extended stages.
Yeah.
Which makes up for the fact that they're easily the most pathetic bosses in the Spyro series.
These dogs suck, by the way. I hate them.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Oh!
and yeah, it's kind of a testament that James is going to show off here. The enemies within the boss areas sometimes are more of a threat than the boss itself.
Yes.
Get rid of the doggo.
I do want to correct myself. Last part, I think I called these guys wizards, and they're actually shepherds.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
you're right.
shepherds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that won't be until later.
Well,
Yeah,
to
that's
be
a
fair, they could be both. I mean, you
Yeah, I
never
mean,
know.
honestly, it is a pretty easy mistake to make, considering
Yeah.
they look like they can be either or.
So
I
I
mean,
realized
the robes, the pointed hats.
And
it
giant
does, I get it.
canes.
They look like Gandalf
Dope.
if he
Yes,
retired.
they
But
do.
yeah, and when you look at their canes though, they're actually shepherd's canes.
Yeah, they are. So I guess we should. So I guess I should. I guess we should talk about it for a little bit. Oh, I hate these guys.
Yeah, the dogs.
So I guess might as well take some time to do it. I didn't want to do it all in the first part since we were unwinding so much about it.
Ooh.
Oh, those are places we'll see later.
Much later.
So Pi, what did you? Pi, what was your experience or exposure with Spyro?
With my exposure, I did own the game, so I wasn't allowed to play them because they were my dad's. Until like years later, I watched Cat Icarus videos on this, like, oh, look at the cute purple dragon. And then I saw the Skylanders, was like, oh god, these toy things. I'm not gonna
They
buy
became
any of
ugly.
these things. Then I bought
And then you saw
Disney
Skylanders.
Infinity.
Then you saw Skylanders, and he's like, oh, he got ugly.
And that's why I went with
You know
Disney
what?
Infinity. Hence, I have a few on my.
I'm sorry. Just real quick. It's like, that Spyro looks ugly. Ugly!
Just has
Actually-
a whole
Sorry,
role
Spyro.
reversal.
I hug a Spyro.
Go ahead, Hank.
It's okay. Since she just mentioned Cat Icarus, very off topic, but for some reason I was rewatching some of his Bandicoot Month videos, and one of them he did was cataloging all of the top 10 Crash bosses with
He looks so
Antu.
sad.
And the video has probably one of my favorite out of context lines of his. Why does Cash Paducah make me feel horny?
Oh,
Hey,
Speaking
Nevin,
of horny.
has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the
his
artist's work.
most devious henchman.
I think I smell a barbecue.
Oh.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
That's definitely something they changed for the Reignited Trilogy. He actually never addressed him as Toasty. He just said, this boss, and just left it at that. I almost
There he is.
would take it as derogatory. But yeah,
Scarecrow.
That's Toasty?
that's
Yep.
Toasty.
I thought he was just a giant marshmallow.
Such a formidable foe, huh?
Wait.
What was that?
Yeah, something popping out of him. Oh, look.
Kill it!
Yeah, they kind of don't care much about the reveal anymore. Like, they know. But also, that's another thing we're going to see a lot of is, like, this boss has many tricks up his sleeve. I'd help you, but... goodbye.
Ichi
Gas.
I have
sheep.
business to attend to, like my new painting.
I have to
I
go.
got a commission to do. Whoever pays
You
me.
made that,
Ow. No skill.
about to
oh,
say,
no.
like,
Oh, that's right.
you
it's
make
possible.
that
Right,
joke-
skill point.
You make that joke, Logan, that dragon still is in there, although I don't think his delivery is as beautiful as the original.
He's a little nice. He's a little more polite about it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But yeah, that's it for Toasty.
There we go. And with that, Artisan's World is done.
Yep, fully completed.
Wow.
100% completed.
Oh.
Yep,
Yep.
that's about it. The game is actually not. So I guess that's why they put. And obviously they would do the same with Insane. But that's why they bundle all the games together. The games by themselves are not terribly long because they're PlayStation 1, but I still think there's a lot. I think there's a lot more density to the gameplay than there was in Crash 1, or at least it feels, or in Crash Bandicoot, at least it feels more fair. I would 100% this game any day over trying to 100% Crash 2 again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna...
Especially in the Insane Trilogy. Like, Jesus
Freaking
Christ.
cold hard Crash. I don't know. No.
Cold, hard, freaking crash. But, I mean, even so, like, honestly, I'm just at a point now where I'm like, I honestly can't pick between the two. They're both just equally as solid. I mean,
very
the trilogies are.
Yeah. Like,
And
I
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'll probably enjoy this a lot when I get to it. I think at the end of the day, I'm probably still gonna lean a little bit more towards Crash, since I had a lot more exposure towards Sim growing up than I did Spyro.
That's
That's fair. I was more of a Spyro person.
Alright, so how about we head off to Peacekeepers?
Don't-
Don't mind me.
Queen, what was your exposure like with Spyro? If I haven't already asked that question.
Not great. Wait, Spyro and I kind of started off on the wrong foot. I started with Enter the Dragonfly.
Ooh.
And then the Legends
Right.
games.
Ooh.
Well, the Legends games weren't so bad.
Well, the first
Sorry.
one, maybe.
Did you play the isometric Game Boy Advance games too?
Yeah, that one I also played with. I think it was Age of Ice on the Game Boy Advance. And
Was Shadow
yeah,
Legacy also isometric?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, and for me, like, I cannot stand isometric platforming because I can't read depth very well with those.
That's fair.
So yeah, welcome aboard to Peacekeepers. Which, I mean, it definitely looks a little more hardened than Artisans.
Especially with all the rocks.
We're
Spyro,
going.
you okay?
I do.
Aww, I want 20 of them.
That's adorable.
You thought he was about to blow up the universe as we know it. But, anyway, folks.
No, you know what? You know what? Add a clip of that.
No, I've already overused that joke as it is. But
Just at the end.
anyway, folks, see you all for Peacekeepers.
All right.
going to war.
Bye.
May we keep the peace among ourselves.
Pat.